Guys, I'm so tired. I know this is nothing compared to when the baby comes, but I'm very tired. I just thought you should know. Third trimester. I haven't been like consistently doing the video for the third trimester. I just haven't had the time. But I will update you now with everything. I am 31 weeks tomorrow, and it's going by really fast, I think, because I'm keeping so busy and busy with work and preparing for a baby, obviously. Very fast. Like, this month has gone by so quickly. But let's get into it. I wanted to talk about everything I'm noticing and how different I already feel in the third trimester as opposed to the second trimester. In the last few weeks since I made the second trimester video, a lot changed. I'm more tired, as you can see. I'm also like just getting ready for bed, and I have zero makeup on and just showered and everything, but this is what I look like all the time. I'm a lot more tired, and I'm still gymming every day. So I go to work every day, and then I go to the gym after, and then I'll do like either grocery shopping or, you know, come home and work on diet plans and stuff like that. So full day, like 7 to 7, I'm out of the house. So could just be that, but I think baby growing is also making me tired. I had my gynae appointment today, and the baby is 1.8 kgs, and it is bigger than most babies at this stage. So my doctor said to come back in 3 weeks. We're going to see how his growth is going. And my fluid, so I'm assuming the amniotic fluid, is on the lower side of normal. So it's still normal, but it's on the lower side. So he said to prepare for birth January 13th, but like anytime around the beginning of Jan. And my original due date was January 21st. But I still feel he's coming in the middle of Jan, second week of Jan. Don't know why I feel that way. I just feel that way. Started our antenatal classes, and those are actually going really well. We're meeting a lot of other couples, and it's cool. It's really, really cool. Okay, a few physical things. My legs go numb every once in a while. I'm assuming the baby's sitting on my sciatic nerve, and it feels very weird, and it hurts a lot. My skin is stretching on my stomach, and it's itchy and it hurts, but I use bio oil every day, so I don't see stretch marks yet, but I have stretch marks on my boobs, so whatever. It is what it is. I was like so not emotional in the second trimester, and then in the third trimester, I'm a lot more sensitive. We have all the baby stuff, most of it. I would say we need like one more shopping day, max. So that's exciting. I work quick with shopping. I'm good at it. We've picked out a name. I think I told you that already. And okay, so physically, my boobs are leaking a little bit already. It was very weird. I was sitting on the bed, and then I just felt something wet on my leg, and I was like, the ceiling's leaking. No, I'm leaking. So that's a good sign. Doctor says that's a good sign. I'm sitting at 87 kgs now. This is about 20 pounds, 10 kgs heavier than I've ever been, even at my biggest, which I was big. Well, I thought I was big when I was sitting at that weight, and now I'm heavier than that. so hard. It's very hard, like emotionally. I think subconsciously and consciously, it just makes you feel like more insecure. Maybe just me, but it makes me feel more insecure. And all of my coping mechanisms. So like, just enjoying a glass of wine after a hard day, or even sex or running or anything that's like very vigorous. You can't do that anymore. So it's like I have a lot of energy, and I have a lot of like angry energy sometimes that I used to love to do heavy weights or have a glass or 10 of wine. So yeah, it is hard. But it's expected. And I'm just looking forward to the next 8 weeks. We have about 8 weeks left. I guess 7 if he comes earlier. And just trying to spend as much time with people that I love at the moment. And it's crazy how the nesting instinct, like, it really kicks in. You become protective of yourself. You become protective of your feelings, your emotions, and your space. Like, and I'm very extroverted. Like, I love everyone, and this is just like next level. I'm so protective of my energy, and I'm pretty good at reading people in general, but you become like a ninja. I think that's a mom thing though. Like, you suss out threats even if they're not real. It's like a gut thing. I don't know. But yeah, it's a real thing. You want to like keep your house clean, which is weird for me. I'm messy. And yeah. Third trimester, not my favorite. You're sore, your back is sore. Oh, I got a belly band. Those help a lot. I recommend those a lot. If anyone is pregnant in your first or second trimester, get that belly band just to like hold your belly up. I use it when I'm training, at work, everywhere. Sleeping. I'm actually sleeping fine, but I'm not in the like very last stages yet. But I think it's because I prop myself up with a whole bunch of pillows, and I put one like on this side and one on this side, and it's helped a lot. And I got a preggy pillow, but I don't really like it. So I use the preggy pillow when like I'm on the couch or laying on the bed but not sleeping. But I don't use it to actually sleep. I just use a shitload of pillows, and I find that works better for me. Crazy to think I'm going to be a mom soon, and I think Dan's struggling with that too. We kind of forget the dads. I mean, I did, until him and I had to have like a serious conversation about like he's going through this transition too. It's not just me. But I think when you're pregnant, like I said, you go into nesting, but you also go into introverted mode, and you, like, I would say my head is so preoccupied with me and the baby and keeping myself healthy, and did I take my vitamins, and am I pushing myself too hard? Am I doing this? Am I eating healthy? Did I drink enough water? Like, you're so preoccupied with yourself. You become so selfish that you forget that this other person's going through this too. So interesting. It's just interesting how, and these things are all like all my girlfriends who have had babies, especially the ones in Canada. I talk to them a lot. I hear this is normal, and that the guys some of them kind of have a little bit of a freak out and realize that they're going to be dads. But I already had my freak out when I found out I was pregnant. So it's different for us. Like, we prepare mentally for 9 months. We have this thing inside us that kicks all the time. Like, it was just kicking 2 minutes ago. Like you have this reminder all day, constantly, that there's a life inside you, and you start thinking as a mom. You make decisions that are like, would this be fine for the baby? Would this not? Am I like I just said, are you pushing yourself too much? And stuff like that. So you start thinking like a mom right away. The dads don't really have to do that until the baby's here. So I just thought I'd mention that, because I've noticed that even in the antenatal classes and at the hospital and with the gynaes, like, they don't ever talk about the dad, or kind of what the transition is that they're going through. They just talk about their role of support to the wife or girlfriend or whatever. And it's interesting because I think that it must be hectic for them too. But, I mean, we're going through a lot also. But I thought that was just something that I would be interesting to mention because I noticed. And I think that would be cool if there was more support for like new dads and dads to be. I must say, hearing all of the pregnancy stories that I've heard, mine doesn't seem too bad. The biggest thing is getting some of the symptoms that I had in the first trimester back, like the heartburn, the nausea, if I smell something like wet paint, or like if I smell a food that's off, it'll turn me off for like a solid hour and then I feel sick. But I mean, these are not like massive symptoms, you know, like I'm not, like, I've heard some people who like have gestational diabetes and they're bedridden and they're so sore and they can't sleep and they're exhausted and they can't even train and they can't walk and they're so sore, and I have felt none of that. And I swear to God, it's because I've been training the whole way through. I've gained weight. I've gained more weight than I wanted to. I definitely have not been dieting by any means, but I mean, I still eat healthy most of the time, and I never, like, I literally train at least 5 times a week. I go for walks as much as I can. When I go shopping, we go for like hours, so I'm walking like 5 kilometers. That's what my Stepper app thing says. So, yeah. All in all, not too bad. Biggest piece of advice for women in their 3rd trimester or going to be in their 3rd trimester. Do little things to make yourself feel prettier and book those things, because it's going to be a few month period where you feel like a baby machine. So like I'm starting to feel like that, where I feel like I'm just an incubator sometimes. Does that make sense? Like everyone's like, oh, don't do that, you're pregnant, don't do that, because you're very pregnant, it's very obvious. So like book yourself for like waxes and get your nails done, get your hair done, do all these things in month 8 so that you can still, you know, feel okay month 9 when you don't really feel like doing anything. Get yourself 1 or 2 outfits that are maternity outfits that are nice, and not like going out dresses nice, but like a nice like sundress, or a nice pair of maternity pants with like a nice shirt. Just, I think that's one thing that I was slacking on, and I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just wear whatever. But I went out and I started getting like stuff that fits me now and that makes me feel confident, and I think that's important. And I never read that anywhere, but that's just something that I find helped me. And like I go for my nails, and and I'll do like a self-tan, it's called Dr. Organics. I'll do like a natural or a more natural self-tan. I haven't lately, as you can see, but that's on the agenda. And you know, little things, just like I had my hair done recently. I'm gonna go get it done again. Just kind of pamper yourself while you can, because you don't feel like it. Like maybe this is just me, but you don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel like going and getting your hair and makeup done and doing all these things. And I think it's just because I'm introverting, and that's how I deal with that. I go very introverted, but I think that now that I forced myself to do those things, like go and get my nails done and go and get my hair done, and I'm booking all these things, like it slowly but surely makes you feel better. And then, you know, the antenatal classes and the training, I really think, like, if you can train throughout your whole pregnancy, even me just doing like a couple, like 1 to 2Ks a day walking, and then a 5K on the weekend once, and then weights I do, like I said, 4 or 5 times a week, and I feel like it's helped my pregnancy so much. Like I don't have as much back pain and stuff as other people. From what I've heard, I don't have as much like trouble sleeping, and do your Kegels, everything. Like it's paid off a lot. Another piece of advice, I would say do your major shopping before this trimester. Just because, like I said, I hear most people have a hard time walking for that long. So, like even me, if I'm not wearing the belly band, I'm done in like 1 kilometer. And shopping, if you're like hot and tired and heavy, it's just not a fun experience, and then you're bitchy. So I would try and do most of like the big shopping, the long shopping in the second try. Looking forward to this journey, and I can't believe it's almost at an end. I think it's crazy. It's crazy how fast it's gone by. But I'm excited to meet the little guy and to become a mom.